I'm Ruby from Ruby's Bedtime Stories. How are you? I hope you've had a good day. Today I'm going to be reading The Thornstons Monster Plants, a spooky story, written by Willow Classen, who was just 12 years old when she wrote this book. And children, this book was sent to me all the way from South Africa. Are you ready to read this spooky book? Let's get reading. In the quiet town of Willow Vale, nestled between rolling hills and lush forest, lived the Thornstons family, Henry and Mary, loving parents to Marcus and Bella, and their spirited dog Maxie. Recently, the Thornstons had embarked on a grand adventure, leaving behind their family home in England to start anew in America. Their new house, a charming cottage with a sprawling garden, promised endless possibilities and new beginnings. Upon exploring their new home, they found that it had quite a big yard, and one crisp autumn afternoon, while exploring the old shed in the backyard, Marcus stumbled upon a dusty wooden crate tucked away beneath the stack of weathered gardening tools. What do you think is going to be in the crate? With a curious gleam in his eye, he pried open the lid and discovered a collection of small, shimmering seeds nestled in a bed of straw. The packet was labelled with faded ink. Magical seeds. Handle with care. Excitement bubbled in Marcus's chest as he rushed inside to show his family his incredible find. "Look what I found, Dad!" he exclaimed, waving the packet of seeds like a triumphant explorer. Mr. Thornston and Mrs. Thornton exchanged bemused glances, while Bella squealed with delight and Maxie barked excitedly, sensing the family's shared enthusiasm. "We should plant them and see what grows," Bella suggested eagerly, her eyes wide with wonder. And so, with a sense of anticipation and wonder, the Thornstons cleared a small patch of earth in their garden and carefully sowed the magical seeds. They watered the soil with care, imagining what marvellous plants might sprout from those mysterious seeds. Days passed and the Thornstons tended to their garden. Then, one bright morning, they awoke to a sight that left them speechless. From the fertile soil where the seeds had been planted, towering shoots had emerged overnight. Leaves unfurled like gigantic umbrellas, and colourful blossoms burst forth in hues of purple, pink, greens, reds, and blues. But as the plants grew taller and more magnificent, the Thornstons began to notice peculiarities. The plants seemed to have a mind of their own, swaying in a synchronized dance whenever the wind whispered through their leaves. Maxie, always a curious companion, frolicked among the towering stems, occasionally getting tangled in the vines that seemed to reach out playfully. However, their enchanting garden soon proved to be more than just a spectacle. The magical plants, fueled by the mysterious origins, began to cause mischief. Little did they know that these were no ordinary seeds. During the darkest hours of the night, while the Thornstons slept in the comfort of their new home, something wonderful was happening. Do you think's going on? At dawn, Marcus woke up and decided to take a walk in the garden. He couldn't believe what he was seeing. The seeds had magically grown overnight. These were magical seeds. He ran inside to share this incredible news with the family. "The seeds have grown out of control," he shouted. They all raced downstairs to check out the garden. After seeing that Marcus was in fact telling the truth, Mrs. Thornston was so mesmerised by the plants and all the beautiful colours of the rainbow which filled every square inch of the garden. How about we plant the last of the seeds too? After spending some time to enjoy the beauty of their new garden, the family were back inside to have breakfast before planting the rest of the seeds. The Thornstons couldn't bear to go about their day until seeing what would happen to the new seeds they had sown. They decided to have a family games night to pass up some more time. The anticipation was much too unbearable. After about 8 games and waiting, they finally decided to call it a night and patiently waited for morning to come. Do you think it's going to happen in the morning? As Bella lay in her bed, she suddenly heard a loud thump coming from outside. Curiously, she peeked through her window curtain to see what it was. She couldn't believe her eyes. One of the plants were alive and looking absolutely bloodthirsty. Oh no! Terrified, she ran and called for her parents. "Wake up! There are monsters outside!" she yelled. "Bella, honey, are you having bad dreams again?" asked her dad. "Come see for yourselves," said Bella. Think they're going to believe her? As Henry and Mary raced downstairs, with Marcus and Bella following behind, just outside the back door, they were in complete disbelief of what they saw. A monster plant was instantly growing taller and taller. They immediately stopped in their tracks and tried to duck to hide from the plant. Marcus quietly tried to pick up one of the seeds packages laying on the ground to find any information on what all this was and why it was happening. Pointing down at the family, the monster plant suddenly gave a loud, piercing screech which woke up all the other plants. Oh no! Slowly, the monster plants all surrounded the family. "What are we supposed to do?" asked Bella in horror. "Oh no, they can fly," said Marcus as he read the label of the seed package. "We might have found magical seeds," he said nervously. The monster plants were slowly drawing closer, showing off their piercing teeth and pulling their large roots from out of the ground. Some of them started spitting seeds. These were no regular seeds either. They were large and hard as stone. Mrs. Thornston grabbed the packet from Marcus's hand and tried to make sense of everything, hoping to find some useful information off the label very quickly. "Hot water! Hot water! Hot water now!" she yelled at the top of her lungs. "Hot water kills the plants!" Ooh. Fiercely, she protected Bella and Marcus from the monster plants as she tried to make her way back inside the house. Mr. Thornston followed after and grabbed a pitchfork that was standing nearby. Think they're going to be okay? The Thornstons quickly boiled as many pots of hot water as they could. The plants were thumping and smashing into the walls of the house. Just as one of the plants was about to break down the door, Marcus bravely ran outside and threw a pot of boiling water over it. Instantly, the huge plant fell down to the ground and melted away. It worked! The rest of the family followed, and the monster plants were gone faster than they had arrived, leaving more mess in the garden than the Thornstons had to begin with. "Why would anyone have these kind of seeds? It's dangerous," said Mrs. Thornston. The family was relieved to be alive and headed straight back to bed as if nothing had ever happened. Thank you for joining me today, children. I hope you enjoyed this spooky story. And a big thank you to Willow Classen for sending me the spooky book. Thank you. Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe.